sort of happened unintentionally. I was always just like picking things up off the street to furnish my apartment anyway. I just wanted to paint on wood and I couldn't keep buying wood panels. My grandfather had just passed and he used to be the super for my building. He had like a bunch of cabinet doors just like laying around. Just like random shit. I used all the stuff that he had left behind. And I started realizing that I could be really intentional with it. Like I was making portraits of like the people closest to me, like my found family, and like I kind of realized that what I was doing was like building a home with my found family.
So let me take you back. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a superhero. Like I always wanted to have superpowers and I wanted to save the world. As corny as that sounds.
No.
I feel like I can help as many people as possible, as many individuals as possible, which is why I like doing the single portraits. What draws me to a face is a certain fierceness, but also like a vulnerability to it. When I draw myself, because I'm like so familiar with myself, it's not like super important for me to draw myself exactly the way that I am. I guess that's the artist statement.
My first semester of school, I took a painting class.
The first ever art class I took in college was a drawing class, and I used a lot of charcoal in that class.
And I just like realized that I really liked it more than anything else.
I just noticed right away that like it spoke to me.
It was just really invigorating. I was really good at it and really excited at the possibility to like be even better.
And so I just decided like I'm just gonna become a master.
But I was definitely kind of like insecure about like the prospects of that as my career.
I feel like there weren't a lot of people that I was around that was using it. A lot of my artist friends are painters. And I learned so much from this. I like to draw like a painter.
I changed my major to visual critical studies, which was just like build your own major. They were able to offer me like a lot of support. I got a good studio space, so that was like a nice incubator for starting this kind of practice.
A lot of people think that it's difficult to work with. I don't. It's really forgiving, you know, to mistakes.
I had to take a lot of gap semesters off because I just couldn't afford school. I would just be home like painting nonstop. That's kind of what got me closer to realizing that I could really do it.
I was in Miami with my host.
Okay, period.
This sleepover happened, I think, like last year. That was probably the first time we actually ever had a sleepover at McKenna's old apartment.
And I was like, you know, I'm gonna take a panorama right now, capture the moment. I'm looking at the panorama, and a lot of my panorama is fucked up.
I found this like piece on my way to work last year. Immediately I saw this as like a portrait space. So with this one, I was kind of having trouble.
People were either moving,
Making the composition dynamic in this like interesting shape.
That's when I realized,
So I realized that it would be
I
really
can
nice if I
take fucked up panoramas on purpose
painted my friends.
to try to get some like, you know, photorealist, like collaged, weird, kind of fucked up image. It literally happened by
I
accident.
had been going to the Met a lot. There's a sculpture called the Demi-Doff table that I really love there. It's like three figures sort of like sleeping, like laying on top of each other like that. So I thought I would ask my besties if we can do a sort of, it's a little bit like different, a little bit, but yeah, the pose is just kind of based off of that sculpture.
So that was like the birth of this idea.
You had something recently come up, right? We're having people come to see your work.
Oh, my open studio. The neighborhood organizes it, and then they just like give people maps and stuff.
There's room for anything out here. People see interesting work. People want to know who it is who made the work.
A lot of people that I didn't know came, which was really refreshing and sweet. And nice to hear what people thought. Also, so many people that I know and that I like didn't tell me that they were coming came, and it was so like, oh, like you really love me, like damn, and I love you.
When I got out here and I started to like meet Rob, meeting Represente, like meeting all of these other like painters, I cannot explain to you how monumental PR has been to me? Because she comes to the stew and she gives me an honest critique. I remember feeling like I was the shit in Atlanta. And then I moved out here.
Oh my god, like people are seeing me and want to keep seeing me.
And I'm like, okay, everybody's work is good, but what am I trying to say? The name of my portfolio is Ghetto Heroes Are Not Afraid. Spirit expects you and I to serve.
The goal is to like make a space with all of these and make it feel like just a home.
The only reason why we're here is because our ancestors could anticipate a better future. So me being in social work, that's what I'm all about. It's like the ghetto heroes, that's us, right? The wounded soldiers, we are the ones, number one, enlisted to go out and serve. And I'm trying to enlist as many people as possible to want to take that route. We don't need just a few artists monopolizing the algorithm.
It's really important to me that I'm creating a space that like people can rest with the work. The work is interactive, the work is familiar, and the work is kind of like taken off that pedestal. The paintings are paintings, but you have to get intimate with the piece.
So if I would say anything, I would say that my portfolio is a campaign to enlist other artists to turn their pain into joy. This is the campaign poster right here. Oh, that's awesome. You start your piece with intention. This is what I want, right? And then as you are moving along, you're drawing, you're painting, or whatever, you're open to the little mistakes, then the end will just come to a nice gentle stop. Like you'll know when it's over.